Beatles!
Hi everybody, this is John here. This is Paul, George,
and Ringo.
And we're very happy to be on your program once again.
Hello everyone, this is Steve Marinucci, host of Beatle News Briefs. This is show number 80, and it's a sequel to our last show, which featured Mark Lapidus talking about the postponement of the Fest for Beatle fans. Here we're going to talk to Gary Jacob of Abbey Road on the River, and what their plans are for that festival. The Abbey Road on the River Festival was originally scheduled for Memorial Day weekend, but as Gary says, they have some other plans in the works. So I'll let you listen to Gary, and we'll be back after his interview with a little bit more. Anyway, here's Gary. Okay, we're talking with Gary Jacob of Abbey Road on the River. Hello, Gary.
Hi, Steve.
I wanted to get an update on the situation of Abbey Road on the River for people that were planning to go. And so what's the situation look like right now? You guys are normally Memorial Day weekend, is that correct?
Yeah, we are May 21st to the 25th.
And is that changing now, or is that going to stay the same?
I expect it's going to be changing. For a little background, about 2 weeks ago, before we even thought it was going to hit the peak here or be what we're experiencing, we sensed something, and we got backup dates in August from the city and from all of our hotel partners. So we were feeling very confident up until 7-8 days ago that even if the worst happened and we had to postpone until August, we'd be okay. But then at the same time, when the CDC put out the report that May 11th would possibly be the all clear, we moved our event ahead 1 week so that we would give people more of a chance to get outside and be comfortable that, we really did get the all clear. So the city gave us the last week in May 28th through the 31st, as well as the hotels. At the same time, we were still holding the August date when the Kentucky Derby rescheduled 2 days ago. They rescheduled for September 5th, but they have a companion event called Thunder over Louisville, who took the August Saturday that we had been planning as our backup date, which is August 15th. We were going to be August 13th to the 16th.
Right.
I mean, I think just like every agent and promoter you talk to, everybody's scrambling. So the final summary of all of this, Steve, is we are holding May 28th to the 31st, August 6th through the 9th, which I'm told is the same weekend as the Fest in Chicago, but that's the way it goes.
That's the way it
turns
goes.
out that's our week.
Right.
And the one we're actually the most excited about, if you can use the word excited for anything, is October 9th, 10th, and 11th, which is John's 80th birthday. And we have that on hold with all of the hotels and the city. And I'm starting to believe that we're not going to get an all clear, if we even get it by then, until July or August, meaning that October date is starting to look very realistic to me.
Okay, let's make it clear, though, that all of the dates you're talking about right now are tentative. Everything is up in the air.
Everything is up in the air. We made an arrangement with the city that we'll talk again in 2 weeks, and that was like 3 days ago.
Okay. What about the acts? What's the situation with the performers?
Well, most of of the bands that are our you'd call our basic tribute bands. I'm confident that for any of the dates, 80 or 90% of them will be able to come back. We've been communicating with them regularly for 10 days. I don't know what will happen to the international bands and when they will lift a travel ban on international bands. As far as our headliners go, we were talking with Tommy James's people yesterday, and we know that he's available for the late May event and the August event, but might not be available for the October event. And we're just not going to lose sleep over that part of it because everybody's shuffling talent. We're lucky that we're not making the same types of changes, big festivals with scarcer inventory of there's only so many, bands who can headline Coachella or Bonnaroo or whatever. And in our case, our bands are basic tribute bands. That's our stock in trade.
Right. We
have a large inventory of them. We have 50 or 60 at any one time, but we know 200 of them. And if some can't come, we'll reschedule. There hasn't been a day yet where I haven't been on a chain email with all of our bands.
Okay. Would it be fair to ask you to say that that the event will not be canceled altogether? Is that a fair thing to ask you? You've got plans to go on this year.
Yes, absolutely. We are betting on the world. We're all betting on the world.
Right.
That we're going to find a way to abate this. And if I, like you or anybody else, we just curl into a ball and pretend that it's all over. I'm fortunate. I don't have 20 events where my cash flow has been so disrupted because 19 of them are already gone that I can't continue. I'm very lucky that I have this unique event that I was able to push forward and keep pushing forward into October. And I have a loyal fan base who, best as I can tell from all the communications we've had with them, probably 75% of them are going to hold out until we are able to do it in October.
Okay. Is there any
I
go ahead.
Personally, if you said to me, am I canceling this event? It'll be the last thing I do. But if I do it, it'll be because that is the only option left.
Right. Well, I just wanted to make clear that going forward that, that right now that's what you're going to do, that the event is scheduled to go on. And so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're still working. We're not, again, I feel so bad for friends of mine that are in businesses, restaurants, production, where their shops are closed for 90 days and they're not going to be able to get reopened. It's going to be impossible for so many.
Yeah. The whole thing as of this moment, and today is March 18th, everything is really, just kind of a question mark. And that's what's really bad. But I'm glad that you have a handle on it, and that that it looks, so far things look good for you. Is there anything else? Go ahead.
People are going to need Beatle music by the end of the year, and I plan to give it to them.
Okay. Is there anything? That's a good point. Good way to a statement to leave. But is there anything you want to say to the fans? The Abbey Road on the River fans directly.
Yeah, I would like to tell everybody that we care about everybody very deeply, and we know that everybody's situation is unique, and nobody's situation mine is not as dire as many others, and I've got my fingers crossed and my prayers open for each and every one of them to get through this.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gary, and best of luck with the festival, and best of luck with everything going on.
Yeah, it's likewise for you. Be careful, be safe. I have a lot of nieces and nephews in the Bay Area, so I'm been talking to them pretty regularly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty interesting up here. But anyway, thanks a lot, and you take care, and thanks for talking. Bye bye. Thanks again to Gary Jacob for taking the time to talk to us. If you want up-to-date information on the show, go to www.arotr.com. You can find our podcast on fab4radio.com. Thanks, Matt. And wherever podcasts are available. So look for us, subscribe if you don't already. Join our Beatles News and Information group on Facebook, where we post the news of new shows, and and also follow us on Twitter, and we may even do Instagram sometime. We're not doing that as of yet, but who knows, maybe we'll start doing that. In any event, this is Steve Marinucci saying, be safe out there and be sure to practice social distancing. Till next time.
Be seeing you.
Keep that one. Mark it fab.